This is ArrowHeadLines, where we aren't fancy analysts, but we have just as many bad takes. We are back. And today we're going to be talking about the trades we had go through, McDuffie and that quarterback guy. We're going to talk about the free agents that we have signed because the Chiefs are making big news. And if we have time, we'll talk about the, some old, some new re-signings. Get into that. But first off, missed you guys.
It's been a little while. There's been a lot going on. We've got a lot to cover. It's been a few weeks. It's been a while.
Yeah, it felt like after the first week, it felt to me like it had been 3 weeks. I mean, it really feels like we took like a 2 or 3 month break. I've just had no, nothing to do. I'm like, it's twiddling my thumbs
and watching. Like, I've become a frantic commenter on all the different YouTubes because I don't have anywhere to speak my voice. I'm like, oh, what do you think about this? Do you think about this?
You were a fairly avid commenter before.
Yeah,
it's
but
not
it's
like you broke
crazy.
new ground.
Yeah, it's gotten crazy. I've kept our friends, the guys we're close to. I haven't bombarded theirs, but I've bombarded the national media, like Nightcap and with Unk, and I'm like a regular dude. They know me everybody knows Brian Parrott. It's bad. Oh, but yeah. What's up, everybody in the chat? Thank you for coming. Let's jump right in, dude. McDuffie gets traded. I called this forever ago, but I didn't really actually want it to happen. No, I didn't call it forever ago. I called it towards the end of the season, and that was because of the reasons, basically just because I saw him just get dominated by 6'2" and 6'3" elite wide receivers, and that scared me if he wasn't willing to play in the slot almost the majority of the time. But everybody that I knew in the Chiefs organization for the last 4 or 5 years have told me the plan is to re-sign McDuffie. So I really think this was a pivot based on the other contracts we've had to do and just the price of quarters going up. But we got paid for it, so I'm good with it. What do you guys think of it?
I think it's great. I mean, good for him. He's the highest paid corner of all time now. What was it? 4 years, 125 million. I'm sure it's in the notes.
Something close to that. Yeah.
I should look at the notes. Anyways, I know it's in that ballpark.
He basically got paid more than Sauce.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah,
good for him.
124 million, highest extension ever paid to a corner. I think it was a win-win too.
Well, the draft capital that we got in return is pretty good, especially when you consider where he came from off
Tyreek.
of the Tyreek Hill trade. I mean, we
did trade up to get him, but with the capital we got from Tyreek.
But we keep turning Tyreek Hill into draft picks after draft pick after draft pick. So let's go get some more superstars.
And we still might have Tyreek at the end of all this too. I think he got overpaid. I think he's a tremendous cornerback, but look what Spags does with these young guys. I'm just not that worried about it. It sucks to see him go. He seemed like a great teammate on the field. He was a great player with the whole caveat of his size, which wasn't going to allow him to ever be like that guy. And that sucks for him, but you say it's a win-win. I don't know if it's a win for the Rams because of how much they paid, but man, it's a win for the Chiefs.
Okay, if he's going to be one of their staple guys, I think it's a win. The reason is I think the Rams are going to be smart enough to play him in the slot. Like, dude, he got paid. Like, I think he's going to be the slot the majority of the time. He does fine against A tier and below tall guys. He just doesn't do good against A+ and S and S tier. And I think a lot of people underestimate with the slot corner. Like, I think the slot corner is one of the most important players on the defense. It's like your middle linebacker of the corners in the middle of the field. And almost every base defense now is not a base 4-3 or a base 3-4. It's a 3-4 or a 4-3 nickel. Like they drop one linebacker out and they have an extra corner. And so when you're playing, I mean, Spags plays the nickel 80 to 85% of the time. That's why I was so just crazy with Connor being in there when it's just like, dude, play McDuffie. So I think just there's a bad stigma to the slot corner, but I think it shouldn't be. I think just look at how many like plays are made out of the slot, and I make a case that the slot corner is more important than your outside corners. But
I wouldn't
most people
argue
don't agree
there,
with me.
but I don't think that stigma is coming from the fans. I think the stigma is coming from the guys on the field. I mean, they want to play at the highest level, at the most coveted position, and that's outside corner, where you're going to go against your ex receiver, your top receivers in the league, and that's where they want to go. I get that.
I think
but
you're
when
right
you don't
on
have,
that.
When you don't have the size, that becomes a problem a few times a year, and a lot of times in the playoffs when it really matters. But that stigma of the slot just not being as glorious, that's not something that we're doing. That's something that these guys
Well, it's age-old
want.
It's age-old thinking back in the days when the running game was the most the base set was the most prolific run offense, like base 4-3, base, jumbo. Like when you're doing that, the slot corner's nothing because he comes in for 30% of the plays. But we're in a throwing league now, and I think people just haven't adjusted and haven't paid attention. It's like one of those things where it's said so many times that it's this way, nobody even questions it anymore in their head, and they just think it's that way, But I think it's a win-win. I think it's great. We needed draft capital. They needed corners. Stafford is probably playing just one more year. I mean, this made sense for them, and the most he's going to play is 2 more years. So,
Are you guys surprised at how much the Chiefs got, though? I really am.
I am surprised about that.
Yeah.
So I
see that coming.
I thought it was BS when people were saying that we'll get a late first for him as long as we throw in a 5th or something. I was like, no, it's got to be a first straight up or nothing. That's what I thought we were going to get. The 3 extra picks the 3 extra picks, a 3rd next year and a 5th and a 6th this year. I thought that was nuts. That was nuts.
I agree. But I think he's going to do great out there. He's got Watson with him. So, I mean, those two are used to playing in the secondary together. So, I think what the Rams did was pretty smart. Obviously, it was their biggest need in the offseason. They addressed it. They've got 2 solid players coming in. The Rams
for
are a
anybody who
team to
doesn't
watch.
know, they took our other corner too.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He's played with Watson before. Those 2 are going to know what they're doing back there. And I think has a lot to do with why they're the odds-on favorite for the Super Bowl next year. But
Yep.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, if they play him in the slot and he was willing to play that role for, 125 million over 4 years or whatever it was, then, that is going to turn out to be a fantastic grab for the Rams. I question that a little bit.
I'm happy for him because
Sure.
he had said a year or 2 ago when interviewed, if there's any place say the Chiefs aren't an option, is there any place else you'd like to play? And he was like, well, LA'd be cool because then my entire family could come every home game. So good for him getting to, now his family's going to get to be there every week. I mean, he's going back home. Good for him there. People say that we have problems now at secondary, but I thought to myself, honestly, I thought the setup we had at the end of the year was the best setup we had for the team we had last year. I think having Noel and what's his name at the outside, the guy who we thought was going to be the starter the whole year. What was it? Christian Fulton. I thought they were a better combo, and they kicked butt at the end of the year. I mean, so I think Dave Merritt didn't like Noel in there because he said he made a bunch of mistakes, but PFF seemed to think that he made a lot of good things. And what I love about PFF, yes, it doesn't tell you what they were told to do, but it sure tells you if the guy's around the ball. And Noel just has a lot of that basic talent, and that's what's huge about him, I think. And if he makes mistakes in their game plan, so be it. The dude's a talent. And then Christian Fulton, I thought was good. I thought he was going to start over Watson last year. So I'd say everything's good.
Well, before we get into the free agent pickups, which there's quite a few to go over,
Was
some
there
of them
another trade?
some of them old news, but let's talk about the other official trade that's on the books. Is which wasn't much of a trade. I feel like we pretty much got Justin Fields for free. Would you guys disagree with that?
I mean, yeah, it was we traded next year's 6th for their next year's 7th. I heard a lot of people saying it was a 6th that we gave him, but it's a trade. So I mean, we even got a 7th for it too.
Yeah. And so I thought that was a pretty savvy move, to be honest with you. It worries me a little bit as to what is that saying towards the recovery timeline for Mahomes. But at the same time, even if that's not the primary reason why they did it, you got to be thinking that it is. But even if Mahomes is ready to go week 1, I think Fields brings a unique skill set. He's got a coach that knows how to use a dual threat quarterback. He's had a couple of them. And then
and he's
also,
had one where he doesn't. It's not even the starter. I'm thinking back to Michael Vick.
And then when we get into the free agents, so we talk about who's going to be lining up behind him to run. How do you stop a three-headed running monster like that when they line up? It's almost like running the Wildcat. Oh, you don't know who's going to do what at that point. So.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited. What I would love to see out of this, and I really doubt it's going to happen, but I would like to see. We haven't had a long-term backup quarterback for quite a while, and if we could keep him around, for 2, 3, 4 seasons as the backup, he could develop. And that's my fear is, Mahomes is going to have a couple of games each season where he's going to go down, and Fields is going to come out and show what he can do when he's got that kind of coach and that kind of talent on the line. And he's probably going to get snagged. But for this season, I'm really kind of excited about it. I'd love to see what he can do when he's coached with one of the best, if not the best quarterback head coaches ever to be on a sideline.
Hear me out. This will be the 4th team that he could potentially start week 1 for, which is crazy. But at the end of the day, he is a 1st-round draft pick, which, give or take, sometimes that hits, sometimes it doesn't. But to open the seasons that he's played, he has not played poorly, which means that he preps, he gets ready to go, and then he's just been on pretty terrible teams. Let's be honest. I mean, the Steelers weren't terrible, but at the same time, they didn't know what they were doing.
And he went 4-2.
Yes, he did
with the Steelers. So
I'm excited. I thought it was a really cool pickup. I heard Russell Wilson's name thrown around a little bit. I'm more excited about this than I am Russell Wilson by a mile.
I was giggling just because I knew Buck would tear his hair out if Russell came.
I don't know, man. If he was on this team, I think I would have to take a break every time we talked about. I cannot stand Russell Wilson. I have no respect as far as Hall of Fame talk is concerned. This guy, man, whatever.
Ooh.
Glad he's not a backup for the Chiefs. That's all I got to say. I just don't like Russell Wilson. I just never have.
So I have a few things to say. I'm gonna rattle them off. If you don't think like any of them are good, but the last one's crazy, but here it goes. So first thing I thought when we got him is, dude, we could, even if Mahomes is healthy, trick plays for days. I mean, flea flickers back and forth to each other, passing it down the field. Then the dude's running speed in space. So trick plays, wildcat stuff. He comes from the corner, goes behind, or he comes from wide, the slot, comes behind, the snap. Mahomes, moves out to catch back. I mean, there's all kinds of fun things you can do there. And he did some weird stuff with Michael Vick, too. But then the next thought was, dude, what if he just comes in and does, think about how many games, how many Super Bowls the Chiefs have won without the use of the cheapest play in football. And no, I'm not talking about the tush push because, no, I'm talking about the quarterback sneak. And he has like an 87% accuracy for that. It's not something where you have to trick anybody. If your quarterback's sneaking, everybody knows it, or you're faking a quarterback sneak. So it's no big deal to bring him in. It's okay that people know what you're doing at that point, and he could do it. That would be a huge thing. But then also on top of it, dude, he's been in the league for 5 years as a QB. His best skill, as we've seen, is just athleticism in space. The dude can make plays. I'm not putting it past him that he doesn't turn into a different position. I'm thinking about the guy with the Saints who was tight end. He played tight end, running back, and QB.
Number 7.
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill.
Taysom Hill, yeah.
He could play wideout, running back, quarterback, and that could
tight
be
end.
like that could be something there. I mean, if you get the dude the ball in space, I don't think he's going to go for a big old long, he's not a deep threat like Tyquan Thornton, but you get him the ball in space, this guy could change his whole career trajectory doing that. So that's the one I think is crazy because no one else has said that besides me, and I've been watching everybody's takes. But I think that's something that he should really consider because his throwing over all the teams has never looked great. So
was that the crazy part?
That was the crazy one.
Okay. Well, admitted that is absolutely insane. I'd love to see that kind of thing. I think it'd be really fun to watch. I don't see that happening. I really don't. But as far as like the trick plays and the wildcat and that kind of thing, the only thing I think we might see that, but I want to say I think Mahomes is going to want to try to reel that in from happening too much.
I think
because he doesn't want to come off the field.
Yeah,
I think you're correct.
I thought that too
on all of it that you just said. To be honest with you, I think that. We don't know what's going to happen with Kareem, but Kareem was our short yardage, 3rd and 1, 4th and 1. We're going for it. That was Kareem's job. This brings that back with a different player, but it brings it back and puts it under center and you're sneaking it forward. I see them using him for that a lot, but I also see him lining up in different positions. We've seen Patrick Mahomes line up as a wideout.
Yep.
And so you cannot convince me we're not going to see that at least a handful of times with Fields this year.
We've even seen him walking off the field, like looking like he's confused and somebody else takes the snap.
Right.
This never works.
The old Peyton Manning. Yeah.
That was awesome.
Yeah. So, I think he's a really neat signing. And then the last thing I forgot to say is that say he does come in and play the first 3 or 4 games and he lights it up. Mid-season trade opportunity right there for somebody who's lost a QB for the year.
True.
Those are all options that I just think he's a win-win. And with him only costing $3 million, that's about what we pay our backups anyway. So
it was a steal.
Yeah, I think it was a great steal and something that we've gotten a lot of stuff going on in this offseason. We got to jump to it. The first thing, we haven't been able to talk about this, guys. Oh my God, Kenneth Walker III. Me and Buck were joking during the Super Bowl. Every big run he made, we're like, oh, there's another $500K. He's going to cost here. Oh, there's another $1 million. Oh, that one's worth at least $7,500.
Farther away from the Chiefs' availability, he's gone.
Yeah, we thought no possible
I thought before the
way.
Super Bowl he was out of the Chiefs' reach. I really did. And then with what he did in the Super Bowl, there's just
honestly,
I'm just amazed with what Brett Veach can pull.
Yeah, and I mean, he's on basically a $15 million a year deal. Like, I mean, that's basically what he's on, 28.7 guaranteed. But either way, I think he could have gotten 18 easy. I mean, what's his name? Oh my gosh, why am I splits boy, Eagle?
Hurts. Oh, Saquon
Barkley?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Barkley makes 20. Sorry, I just don't. I really like him, but I hate the Eagles, so it's hard to like be nice to anybody on the team. But yeah, I mean, he could have gotten more. He wanted to come here when he was in his press conference, and he goes. They asked, "Well, what did you check out any other teams?" He's like, "Yeah, I checked out other teams, but I mean, here's where I wanted to be." And the entire time we're talking to him, asking him questions, you can tell he's trying. He wants to be grinning from ear to ear the entire time. He's so excited about Bieniemy. He's so excited about Murray, Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes. He's sitting there and he's trying not to smile, but he's like, "Yeah, I'm a Chief." And it's just, I mean, he's awesome. Like, I'm so excited about this.
It's a huge upgrade. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Buck.
Oh, no. You're good. You're good. I just kind of wanted to like take a little left-hand veer here. So when he showed up in Kansas City, he was wearing a Raiders shirt. Like, that was not I just picked the first clean shirt I had. That's not what that was. Absolutely intentional. Now, it had John Madden's
think he
face
was
on it.
I was going to say, in his defense, it was a John Madden shirt.
It was a John Madden. It wasn't like, what's the owner's name? I don't know. Al Davis. It wasn't an Al Davis Raiders shirt or a Max Crosby. It was
That's
John
a
Madden.
horror thing. Who would put Al Davis's mug on a face? Or on a face? On a shirt?
Who would put their mug on a face?
I couldn't
Well,
stop
God
thinking
did.
about the face. I was just like, Some people get the raw end of the deal on the, he got the raw end of the deal on
Who
definitely
would put that
physical.
hairline on his son? That's unfortunate.
I think
Well,
it's
I
a
mean,
toupee,
look, those
too.
are choices that you tell your barber, and that's
Yeah,
just
man.
messed up, man.
It's like he refuses to tip his barber, and his barber's like, "All right,
We don't have
I
enough
got
time
you."
to sit here and take
Sorry.
dumps all over the Raiders. We could do that all night, every
Well,
night. So-
and not everybody has gorgeous hair like Mr. Tom over here. So
Oh, good Lord. That is the second time somebody's told me that this
it's
week.
because you have great freaking hair, bro.
You
You know what it is?
He's-
Pert Plus.
It's AI.
Yeah.
Tom is AI.
Pert Plus.
Pert Plus.
You mean I could use one thing for both shampoo and conditioner? Oh,
Heck yeah, and
boy.
it's a body wash and a mouthwash. What I
man.
really like about Walker, though, is that he's dangerous out of the backfield as a receiver as well. And so it just gives me so much more confidence over what I've seen the last couple years. And look, I know we all liked Pacheco, but see ya. And
Yeah.
and he's going to the Lions, and I know he's like, they're gonna call me Tasmanian Devil up there. And it's like,
I
We
feel
have a
bad for
really
him too, because I told you all the time. I think he could have success if he's in an offense where I know I'm running through the C gap, I know I'm running through the B gap, but with a zone blocking plan, which the Colts also do, or the
Lions.
yeah, the Lions also do. Like he's still gonna have to make that one split-second decision that makes him run into the back of his buds.
We have
Yeah.
a very, very close friend of the show. He lives in Kansas City, has all his life, but he's a Lions fan for whatever reason, and he's not excited about the trade.
who would be?
He was, yeah. I feel for him, but you know what, man? I wish Pacheco all the luck in the world. I absolutely
Same.
love his attitude and the way that he treated fans and other players on the team. He's just a classy guy, and I wish him all the luck in the world. I hope that they find a good gap for him to run through up there.
I do
Same.
too.
I hope he's successful.
really
I hope he has a couple more seasons under his belt because good dude.
Mhm.
Yeah, and I honestly, man, I just wish he would have went to somebody. If he had a set run game, and they did, they did a different type of blocking scheme. I think because he hits the hole hard. It's just he can't choose between two holes when he gets there. He's like, do I like that one or do I like that one? Oh, I guess I'll take the one in the middle, my dude. So
Well, let's
But-
go down the list
Well,
here.
hold on,
I mean,
hold on,
there
hold on,
are
hold on. Let's not
a
go
lot
down the
of-
list.
Okay.
I wanted to say one more thing about the passing thing. You're right, but it's so weird to me that so many people have the take that he's not as good as ETN, which is actually pronounced differently now. I found that out. I forget how he pronounces it, but it's something like
Davis.
Achan or something like that. I'm not kidding. Like it's like
He pronounces
it's
it
not
Davis,
Achan, but
spelled
it's
weird.
It's Smith.
it starts with an A. Like it's an A something, but either
There's
way,
a silent Z in there too, I think.
you look at they're both of their production last year, the passing game, and it's almost exactly the same.
Asian. Thank you, Witchy.
Yeah, thank you, Witchy. But yeah, it's like the same. So I don't get that. But instead of going down the list, let's jump to the other running back we got, which I am just ecstatic about this too.
Thank you. Same. That's what I wanted to go to next,
to it.
actually.
Go to it.
Because the backfield just got a complete overhaul. And DeMarcado, is that how? I'm not even looking at notes or anything.
Yep.
You
But
got
coming
pretty
from
close. I
Aris-
think you got an extra R in there.
Amari DiMercado.
Yeah, you know. But
No, it's DiMercado.
he,
Oh,
No,
no,
there's
it's DiMercado. DiMercado.
That's
No
what I
R.
said.
Yeah, you're right.
yeah, potato, DeMarcado,
He only went half
Pepperoni
Mercado. He only
pizza.
went half Cado.
But the guy is a badass. I mean, he's not a superstar, but he breaks big runs. You have to account for him back there.
He
He
can
makes
block.
the cuts. Yeah, he was an exciting pickup, and it
dude, for
doesn't
the
seem like
last
that
3
many people are
years-
talking about him.
Yeah,
The
he didn't have
last
big
3
numbers,
years,
but
he's had
his
over
average.
Yeah, he's had over 6 yards a carry his last 3 years, and last year was 7.1.
Which
Now,
is
he's
more
only
than
had
the
like
three of us
30.
combined.
I know, it's nuts. Like, I mean, this is so good. Our backfield just went from one of the worst in the league to one of the best. Like, it's just absolutely. Woo. I'm so excited. Sorry, guys, if we're a little over animated, but we've all been dying to talk about all the Chiefs moves for a couple weeks now. Whew.
Well, and
Oh.
what did let me see. What did we give? I mean, what are we paying DeMarcado? Because
Not a ton.
yeah, if I remember correctly, I mean it's clearly backup, and I want to hear. I'm going to go
Yeah,
ahead
your
and show
depth.
this, which he brings up a good point. Don't need 2 bell cows. That's why Montgomery left Detroit. Well, to be honest with you, that's why Walker wanted out of Seattle too. So,
Yep, because I mean, the only reason he was the bell cow is because of the injury.
and yeah, Walker's not coming here because he wants to split carries. He's going to want at minimum 65% of those carries, and he's going to get them
Reminds
as
me
long
of
as he's.
Holmes.
But yeah, but I mean, it's going to be fun. Both of those guys is going to be fun. Change them out. I mean, one of them's going to get tired. Bring in the other one. It's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be great.
Mhm.
And don't count out Brashard Smith there, too.
Now,
coming
you know
back
what?
up.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Good
Yeah.
point. We got like
Mhm.
thunder and lightning. Like it's
Wow,
it's going to
that's
be a
really
good time.
That's a really good point of view there. I like that.
Thunder. Oh, but yeah,
Yeah,
it's just.
you know what? Witchy
Ooh.
brings up a good point, and this is the thing with Walker. As long as he stays healthy and produces, he does have a
100%.
history of injuries. So,
Ish. But he's also had over 1,000 yards rushing in what is it, 3 of his 4
I-
NFL seasons. So
It's something
look,
like that.
I mean, Pacheco is the same way. So it's not like
not,
we're
not 1,000
downgrading
yards
there.
in 3 of his
No.
4.
I mean with injuries. I mean, he had like an injury per season. I think he was out 2 or 3 games last year. I don't even remember. And I think he was out 3 or 4 games the year before.
Yeah,
So
the year before we brought
It's
in
not like
Kareem
we're
Hunt because he got
losing
hurt.
there, unless he's out for longer. But this guy's so strong, man.
And the way he
I'm
runs
excited.
is cool.
I'm
And
so
just
excited.
his personality seemed to fit the Chiefs mold. I loved his personality. I mean, I look at that big, but I'm a big guy about mental, and he seems like a guy that's going to make people happy in the locker room rather than make people uncomfortable, or you know what I mean. Like, you can have a star, but if he's making everybody uncomfortable, That's not great. Like, it's just like walk on eggshells with this guy because he's gonna freak out about his playtime.
All right, so now let's talk about the other side of the ball and some of these defensive pickups that have gone on. Let's start with Tonga.
Tonka
I-
Tonga.
I was very excited about that, and the fact that he and Chris Jones already talking back and forth on social media, they're excited to play together. That's exciting.
I had
And that's got-
325 reasons to be excited about him, and each one of them does a pound.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
this
I was like,
is gonna
Jesus,
be-
that contract was huge.
I'm excited. I mean,
I'm
just
excited too.
more pressure on the line. We're
so does
addressing needs.
He's replacing Mike Pinnell. I mean,
Yeah.
he is a true nose tackle. Like, this guy could play nose in the 3-4.
So is Norman Lotz still the starter then, or does this guy get to start over Omar?
See, Omar hopefully will be used what he should have been used for last year to spell Chris Jones, like, or come in on for sure passing downs. Like, Norman Lott is a pass rusher. He's a 3-tech. This is a true 1-tech, just like Noddy. I think it was Noddy and Pinnell is who are 1-techs we had last year, I believe. Dana is the downside defensive end, but yeah.
This guy's hair, man. Oh, I haven't seen hair like this since what was that guy?
Kingsley
Bean
Suamataia.
Steelers.
No, Troy
No.
Polamalu.
Troy Polamalu, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
he uses Pert Plus. I'm telling
he
you.
does. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't
I
he?
mean-
Isn't he Hawaiian? Is it or no? Samoan? I thought
yes,
that was
sir,
why.
I believe so.
That's why I said Kingsley Suamataia.
Yeah, but this guy's hair is awesome.
And
It's
let's see,
huge.
2025 stats: 24 tackles and an 83% stop rate. Psh, come
Yeah.
on,
I mean,
That's-
come on.
I don't
and-
stop 83% of the time.
and he does. I mean, he does get to the quarterback too, which we couldn't. I mean, I love Pinnell. I don't want to talk crap on him, but he's aged out. We saw that last year. That's obviously why they got rid of him to begin with. I get it now. You know, I was upset when we first did it, but I mean, it makes sense. Like, he's aged out, and this guy is older. Like, he's what, 29, or he might be 30. But either way, he's not 36 like Mike Pinnell. Dang it, I'm not sure if it's 36 either, but it's closer to the mid 30s than the early 30s, whereas Tonga's closer to the early 30s. But
Well,
Tonga's good. I'm excited.
oh, Head and Shoulders, Witchy. That's
Ooh.
right. It's Head and
Yep,
Shoulders. It's not
yep,
Pert
yep.
Plus.
Yep.
But actually, and let's pay Witchy some attention because Witchy's been itching. I've
Yes,
seen
he
this
has.
come up a couple times. So let's go ahead and talk about Gilman coming over in the secondary. That was
Another
a big,
personality I love, Midwest boy. I love that he was wearing a trucker hat. I was like, yeah.
big pickup. Can line up all over the secondary. That's
Perfect
a
spag,
good
guys.
pickup. So
Yep, that's exactly what I was thinking. Perfect spat
And
guy.
a actual leader. Like, we really, when we got rid of Reed, we thought Hicks would take it over. He did not. Cook did the best he could, but like, we need a board leader, and I believe this guy is. Like, so that's a huge deal too, just having a general back there to help with that. And I loved his press conference too, where he goes, yeah, so Mahomes is kind of like a magician, and he'd do some shit at the end of games that just really pissed me off. And I'm
Did
like,
he really say shit?
I don't know if he said shit. I think he said stuff, but he definitely said really pissed me off. I mean, with fervor, you know, like, not an act. Like, this dude really used to get pissed off that Mahomes would like pull out the magic at the end of the game, and I thought that was great. And
can't
like,
beat him. Join him.
it was like, I guess shout out to Mahomes for giving me my first interception.
That's right.
Wow.
Hasn't he intercepted him twice?
I think 2 or 3 times, but his first NFL interception was Mahomes.
Yeah, I forgot about all of that. Yeah, because he played him 3 times and had like 3 interceptions, something like that. It was something ridiculous.
Yeah, they like said he had his number. It was It was like a storyline going into some week of some year.
Right. But yeah, that's exciting. I think that's a
I'm
great
excited
pickup.
too.
Everything that they're doing is just getting me pumped. Now, I know that's
Yeah.
also because I'm going through football withdrawal,
Yep.
but I mean, it's really, really awesome to see them addressing what needs to be addressed. And then we still got this damn draft coming up.
Yes.
Yeah, because it's
So-
out of. That's the
Uh-huh.
beautiful thing about it. Like, I wasn't expecting big moves because that's not the Chiefs' MO for like the last 7 years. But big moves across the board, man. Like, I mean, we scored the biggest running back in the game. It's just,
Yeah.
it's just like we're doing big moves, and I'm not used to that. And
Right.
it's glorious, man. It's freaking
it's-
awesome.
It's such a great time to be a Chiefs fan. I've been saying that for 7 years now. What a great
Well,
time
yeah.
to be a Chiefs fan.
I
And
was
it's
gonna
it's
say, I
just
mean,
getting better. It's just getting better.
it's been a great decade to be a Chiefs fan. But
Yep, and then even quarterback Cater Kohu, like the dude's a straight up slot corner. If we can get Connor out of slot corner, life's going to be good for Connor and us. Oh, that's what I didn't say about Gilman. Gilman's an actual true free safety. Now in Spags D, he's talked about this many times. He doesn't distinguish between strong and free safety. Both guys are expected to do both roles. That's part of how he disguises things, is because he expects people to do all of these different roles. So, but we really last year did not have a true free safety. We had a bunch of strong safeties, and that's what Connor is. He shouldn't be in the slot. A strong safety is great if, the slot, if he's going to be rushing the passer, but not great if he's going to be covering somebody. So this was a good pickup too. Like, I mean,
I know. I know.
My biggest anxiety now is, where do they go? I know you guys are going to say defensive end, but where do they go with number 9 pick in the draft, knowing that they have number 29 pick in the draft?
So
I say we trade up. I mean, trade up and get.
Possibly. I
get
mean,
I
I'm
still want
Jeremiah
Bade.
Love.
Get Bade.
Okay.
God,
yes.
Jeremiah Love, Jesus. Just be like, I guess we're just a running offense now. But I mean,
But I mean, trading up and getting Carnell Tate isn't a terrible idea. I mean, to throw a true number one onto that receiving
I'm
core.
fine with wideout or pass rush.
But I'm seeing a lot of talk about going O-line now with the 9 pick, going and
Yeah,
getting a
that's
solid.
just people that don't know what the heck
That's
they're
why
talking about.
I can't see it. But
Dude, it's all these stupid people at ESPN and everything using Chat GPT and don't know that, like, we had 6 offensive linemen hurt by the end of the year, and also don't know that we have one of the most, if not the highest paid offensive line across the board in the NFL. It's close to the highest. Like, these people just don't know. And now, with that being said, you get to pick 9 and Caleb Downs is gone, Tate's gone, both pass rushers are gone, Bade and the other guy. All of a sudden it's like, well, if I can't trade back and the tackles are still there, it's kind of crazy not to, because then you could have this guy for 5 years.
yeah,
And then we could just, I mean, we could still cut what's his name this year and save 13 mil. Moore, the one we got
Oh, Jalen Moore.
like prior to the draft last year. So that is a thing, but
I certainly hope not.
I hope not to. I hope not to. But that's where, if one of those stars isn't there and we don't trade up, I can see them doing that, but nobody has made that argument when they say we need line. They say this offensive line just needs help. And it's like,
Right.
You don't know what you're talking about. Shut up, please. Stop talking.
Oh, Bob.
But
Yeah.
I think I'm so surprised by the moves that Veach has been making, and I'm just so pleasantly surprised. And just, Like I don't think I would have agreed to taking the time off the podcast if I knew Brett was gonna. Like I literally agreed to taking the time off because I was like, well, Brett's
Nothing
gonna
is gonna
pussyfoot
happen.
around.
Yeah.
He's not gonna do much in free agency, so he's gonna get guys that like have tremendous upside that like might turn into stars, but.
I was amazed you guys didn't get on here to talk about it. I don't own the internet. Just because I was out of town doesn't mean you guys don't have access to do
We
it.
almost did.
We almost did.
Bob got sick.
I got sick for a week. I couldn't put out anything on any of my channels, so it was bad. But yeah, I'm just we're going about everything the right way, and we're doing better than the Raiders.
Oh, well, that's not. I'm doing better than the Raiders.
If we have time at the end, I want to talk about that crap, but not right now. Not right now. Let's talk about.
Go
ahead.
can we? No, I was just going to say, can we kind of swing attention over to probably the biggest re-signing probably in the league this year, Travis
James
Kelce?
Winchester?
Oh, yeah, that's what I was going to say.
Yeah, let's talk about James Winchester. I mean, the dude can freaking throw a football upside down.
Look, he is a pillar of this team. He is one of.
Can you throw a football upside down?
Yeah,
I can't throw it upside like right side up. He's one of 3 guys that are still on the team for all 3 Super Bowl wins, and that is to me super important. So to get him for under $2 million, boom! That's he can warm the bench for $2 million.
Oh, but yeah, you're wanting to talk about Travis Kelce.
Travis, he's coming back.
Well, who was the guy that never wavered and said Kelce's coming back?
I think that was me.
I love it when I'm right. No, you wavered like every other week. You're like, yeah, now I don't think he's coming back. Yep, now I think he's coming back. Yep, now I don't think he's coming back.
Nah, I'm pretty sure I knew the whole time.
Oh, yeah. Well, but I actually said the whole time. Receipts on that.
$12 million a year. I think that's a pretty team-friendly deal.
I mean, he's going to be a top 5 tight end this year.
Mm-hmm.
What did the other tight end get? He got some pretty big money, though. Like, we could have gotten hurt a lot more. I think Kelce would have given us a deal. He would have done it for vet men if the Players Association would let him do that, but they just won't. Like he doesn't want to screw over other tight ends, so he had to be real careful with what he did. But I don't think the money matters to him at all. I mean, I could actually say that I'm positive that it doesn't. I mean, his entire career, he has taken a lower pay than he's deserved for the whole time he has been here. So it's definitely nothing, like, it doesn't matter to him. And he just had to, like, basically they'll see it as cheating if you don't, get an actual deal that makes sense. So, and somebody said, I don't know, but Mike from All Chiefed Up was saying something about they didn't do void years, but the 12 million is spaced out over the next 3 years. And I was like, well, that's what void years are. But so I'm not sure if I just misunderstood what he was saying or I don't understand. It's a different deal that I don't know. But supposedly all that 12 million isn't on the cap this year. So, but I don't know how. I didn't understand exactly how Mike explained it, and I didn't look it up before here.
As much as I'm excited that Trav's coming back, I also pretty much had no doubt. I felt like he wasn't going to let it sit on the table for a long time if he was looking to retire. But I think that we're probably going to draft his replacement as well. And I mean that with all due respect. I mean, look, at the end, at some point in time, he's going to have to retire. Mm-hmm. And I think we're going to pick up his replacement in the draft. Spoiler alert. But
so yeah, GGG Pick says Kelce has a sugar mama now. He would play for free. Now, I think that's funny as hell, but I want to tell you a little something about Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce's never taken a dime from a girl he has dated. He's also never given a dime to a girl he's dated. Literally, he's made every girl he dates go Dutch. Like, he's literally, his ex-girlfriends talk so much smack on him because they're like, well, he'd give me a birthday present, but anytime we went out to eat or anything, we paid for both, like, we went Dutch. And, like, I was like, I love that. I love that about him. So I guarantee you, Travis Kelce is the one pushing for a prenup that supports Taylor. So, all joking aside, like, yeah, he'll take a ride in a free, a free ride in a jet, but like he's paying for everything that he goes out with her to do, and he's invested smartly. I mean, and his podcast, guys, his podcast makes well more in its just first couple years that he's made, and his brother made in the entire time that they were in the NFL. So, dude's
Freaking
set.
internet.
Dude's set. Oh,
Good
man.
for him.
You think
Good
we can
for
get him on
him.
here with us one time?
What's that? You want to get him on here?
Yeah, I think we should try to get him on here with us one time.
Dude,
I've
I
never
would-
met him, and he's hard to get a hold of. But I can call Taylor Swift.
Yeah, I'll call him Tay real quick. But yeah, I mean, I'd love to have Jason Kelce on because, dude, Jason Kelce is literally. I'd be horrible though because I'd be like single white female. I'd be like, dude, we're the same person, but we literally are. Like, he's just a lot funnier than I am, but we're literally the same likes, the same opinions, the same like almost everything. It's absurd. Oh man.
Do you think he's ever played World of Warcraft?
What class would he play?
If Travis was
Well, we
playing,
know where this guy's listening from.
Travis,
This is an old
if Travis
school
was
Bob
playing
fan.
World of Warcraft or any MMO, any fantasy type thing, I mean, I don't think he'd be a tank. He
No,
would definitely
no.
be DPS. He would definitely be DPS, but
Yeah.
what class? He'd
Mage.
be an up in your. He'd be warrior. He'd be
You think? Yeah.
DPS warrior.
I could only imagine him Leroy Jenkins the hell out of it if he was playing.
Leroy Jenkins. At least I have chicken. Oh man, but yeah, I think things are good. I'm feeling good.
Well, hold
Travis
on. The
Kelce
other
coming back. Oh
the
yeah, I'm
other
not done.
re-signing is your boyfriend, Tyquan Thornton out there.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mhm.
they're bringing him back. He was like, I was gonna leave, but Bob wouldn't shut up about me, so I'm gonna stick around. So
Which makes me, for what they signed him for, as well, like because it's not a slouch thing. It's not big. It's 11 million over 2 years, up to 14 with incentives. But what that tells me is, with him saying at the end of the year he doesn't mind coming back to the Chiefs, but he wants to have a bigger role and not just be the guy that's sent upfield to stretch the field. So with him getting that money and him signing, I feel that the coaching staff said, yes, we're gonna do that. We're gonna give you what you want, and here's some compensation. So it makes me feel really good about him. And I mean, I think he'll be even better, and he's gonna be hungry because he had like that success in the beginning, and he was getting on like he got to jump on and talk to Unk and Ocho on Nightcap, and he got to talk to a bunch of people, and he had that high going, and then then they took him out and he wasn't getting playtime, and so I guarantee he's hungry. I'm excited about it. I think he's going to be good. I still think we need a good amount of help in the wide receiver room, but
Yep.
I hope we're not done. But I think that's a huge pick. But also, getting a running game, guys, if we had the same wideouts as last year, we statistically had the worst wideouts at getting open. If we had this running back room last year, they would not be the worst. I guarantee you that. And that is just because every defense just knew they were going into coverage every time. They were not going to. The linebackers and the line are going to be able to do the run fine. There's no help needed. We are always on our guy. It's hard to get open when it's like that. Now, there's still scheme problems and being really, oh my gosh, why can't I think of the word? Predictable.
Oh, I was gonna say lazy routes, but
Just predictable. So there was that problem, but we still wouldn't have been the worst had we had a running game that could actually scare anybody on the other side of the field.
they weren't
And let's
bringing
not-
anybody. We
let's
were the
not for-
team. What's the stat? We were the team with the lowest run defense going against us all
Mhm.
last year,
Yep.
and we still couldn't get what was our top runner? Top rusher was Kareem, wasn't it? And
I
or well,
think it was
besides
Pat
Mahomes.
Mahomes.
But I mean, nobody over 600 yards, I don't think.
Nope.
And we
Yeah,
had
and
the fewest defenses lining up in a run defense. I mean, it's just.
And this was the point.
Winchy does bring up a point.
This was the point I was trying to make here. The new wide receiver coach, Chad O'Shea, should have a very positive influence on the wide receiver room as it is, and that's if it doesn't get addressed during the draft. But I think we're probably going to see a wide receiver in the draft too.
And this is interesting. This is okay. So I didn't know this until this year, and after we decided this coach, and it's a real good reason why we might have had the wide receiver coach that we did last year. So basically, I guess. So I heard this on a show. It was an ex-wide receiver who was talking on another show, and he talked about how there's only like 8 actual good wideout coaches in the entire NFL. And I was like, that can't be right. So I started like looking into it, and a lot of experts say that. So I'm like, so there's a shortage of guys that can actually coach wideouts at a high level and can develop them at a high level. And one's the guy on the Cowboys, and one's our guy. Like, and that's neat. But that also explains why we had such a guy that seemed like he was not qualified at all to be a wideout coach.
And that's neat.
I love that Bob has always used the word neat, and that's just always made me giggle a little.
I think that's neat. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really
neat. I mean,
yeah. The last time I used that was like 1979.
I like it neat. I like my stuff neat and tidy. But yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know that there was a horrible shortage of wide receiver coaches across the NFL.
My guess is as they become successful, they move up pretty quickly.
Maybe. I mean, yeah, like it's just like, but you got to have somebody there, you know? And
well, that's when you get what we had last year.
While we're on the subject of wide receivers, I need to get off of the Chiefs for just a second and talk about 2 wide receiver acquisitions that scare the hell out of me. And number 1 is Jalen Waddle going over to the Broncos. I hate that. I do not like that.
I'm not super
he's a good
scared,
receiver.
though.
He's fast. That's going to be trouble. As long as our safeties are good, I think we're going to be all right. You can tell yourself that, Bob, but I'm telling you right now,
I don't know.
He's going to be trouble. And what's even scarier than that is DJ Moore going to the Bills. What a pickup for the Bills. That's going to be good.
That is scarier.
That's going to be very good.
I'm not sure about Waddle. Like Waddle, we saw him waddling good when Tyreek Hill was taking double teams all day. I don't see anybody besides him getting a double team on the Broncos at the moment.
Just watch him. But that poor guy had to play behind.
I tend to agree with Tom on this one. I'm
behind Tyreek
Nix
with
Tua got an arm
at quarterback. I mean, Waddle's about ready to go out and play some football because the guy's got all the talent you need to be a top 5 wide receiver in this league. He's just never had the opportunity to do it.
We'll see.
I hate
Mark
I hate to say anything good about the Broncos, but that was a good pickup.
All right, chat, mark that down and see who's right at the end of the year.
Oh, yeah, do mark that down.
Yeah.
Mark that down.
I've got a pretty good track record.
Yeah, well, this is my first year. You don't know my track record yet.
I don't know why, but I'm so often right. And it's I mean, I like lots of it isn't even based in facts.
Till
it's
you're
just
wrong,
gut.
son.
Well, I'm wrong a good amount of the time, but just not as much as most people.
Yeah.
50% guaranteed.
Hell yeah. We got the best or the worst takes, 50% guaranteed.
Tom
That's
hasn't
something we
seen
just
the new
came up with
thumb
last night.
Yeah,
with our new thumbnails. It's our stamp of approval. Best or worst takes, 50% guaranteed.
Yeah, nice.
We feel like we can deliver on that, you know.
70% of the time, Bob's right all the time.
Yeah, it's probably about 70s, somewhere in the 70s.
I would like to think that, yes.
It's the thing I love about having the podcast is it's a fact, and there's receipts. And I had friends for years that would be like, "You didn't say that, Bob," and I'd be like, "I did say that. I did say that." Like, and there was no proof, but now there's proof. So I love it.
You're telling me we're recording this?
It's on the internet, dude. It's just out there. But I also have crazy
People
takes.
are
but,
watching this.
but I like it. I got a good gut. Okay, so we got through all of our stuff. We could talk about some stuff. I know Witchy put something up that I kind of wanted to hit on. Oh yeah, about Kingsley.
I've got about 5 minutes here, guys, and then I got to check out. But
Yeah. Well, I mean, we're pretty much almost done. I wanted to try to maybe get any questions from chat, but it is Witchy says, is Kingsley as good as Tootie? No, of course not. But the kid is improving and has found his place to Creed's left. He's not just improving. He was definitely in the top 15 of left tackles or left guards last year. I mean, he did good, not just.
So you would say he's
okay.
above average then?
Oh yeah. Well above average. Like, I'm being generous. Like, I think he's probably top 10, especially if you're talking about running. Like, when you're running the ball, he's just a monster. But yeah, it's like, and I was right about that too. Sorry, but Kingsley's looking good. I mean, and he's pretty cheap. Second round pick. Still, this is going to be his third year. Got a whole nother year of him after that. Don't want him to get too good because they might not be able to sign him as easy.
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to say something else before we checked out here.
Shoot it.
We over this last weekend, a good friend, HD Chiefs fan, was in town. Bob and I got to go have breakfast with HD Chiefs fan. Well, sorry, Tom, you were on your 3-week hiatus, buddy. Yeah, but we got to sit
He
there
even paid
and
for it.
Yeah, we
Normally
just
I
sat
pay
there
for
and
whoever we
bullshit
take
for
out.
like, I don't know. It was like an hour and a half or something. I don't know.
Oh
It
yeah,
was
we had a
long
blast
time.
talking with
It
him.
was just
Awesome.
good time, real good
Yep,
time,
and-
and he got to pick up all the prizes that he's won.
Yep. And he's the way he described himself, I always pictured this like old man with cane and like, white hair.
All
'cause
gray,
he
yeah.
talks about how old he is and everything and his bedtime and all this stuff. And I mean, he looked young. He looked spry.
Yeah.
He looked nothing like I thought.
Yep. Good
Turned
time.
out
though.
it was a 23-year-old female cheerleader. I don't know. I was not expecting it.
It's not often
That's
I get
great.
to go dine on the plaza, but got to do that this weekend. It was real fun. Thank you,
Yeah.
HD. That was
Well, cool.
a great time.
Yeah, and
Really
just
appreciate
good
it, man.
conversation with him too, and just it was great. It was
Which he
absolutely
said
great.
she's the one with the cane. All right.
Hey man, every once in a while I could.
Would you
kinda
forget
wish I
these
had
guys?
one.
Let's go get dinner sometime.
Don't threaten her with a good time.
Yeah.
That's right.
I mean, Tom is right about the right size. He could be your cane.
Okay. Accurate.
Yeah, we got like just 2 minutes. I just want to throw in, dude, the Max Crosby thing, dude. I hate the Raiders. I hate them. I hate them. I love it when bad stuff happens to them. But dude, I hated this. This is just so dishonorable and disgusting.
Yeah,
and
this
it pisses me off. Just come out and say, no, we took advantage of a loophole in the rules and
They screwed him.
Yeah, we didn't break any rules. Just be like freaking JJ and just straight up say, yeah, I'm
Yeah,
going to take
I screwed you.
advantage
Yeah.
of everything I possibly can, no matter how horrible it is or whatever. And Max Crosby didn't deserve that either, dude. He
No.
told his whole fan base goodbye. Like,
Yep.
I don't like Max either, but I
He
don't
was
like
there
that this-
in the
Like,
facility.
he deserves respect. Like,
He was there in the facility, and then they had him go stay at a hotel or whatever, and then nobody was getting a hold of him, so he reached out to them, and they were like, yeah, you can come in. And, yeah, it was just a horrible situation. I heard a little snippet of an interview that he did, and he was telling the story, and you could tell he's not butthurt about it. He was just kind of almost confused about the whole thing, but he got screwed. There was another offer on the table, and by the time that was all said and done, that offer was gone. That team had already addressed that hole, so that sucks for him, man.
Yeah, they were,
I feel like
and now he's got to
go
go back and play on the Raiders.
Yeah, that's the worst punishment. But I feel that the entire league for at least a season should just like blacklist any negotiations.
I hope
with the
shadow
Ravens.
ban the Ravens.
I
Yeah,
hope every player every week stubs their freaking toe. Like, I don't want anybody to get hurt really bad, but I want some stub toes. Like, I want stub toes. I want them, dude. I don't want anything bad to happen to the players. Take it, but
No,
I want
Players' fault. But when they
Coaches.
go out there to trade or do anything,
Coaches
or
all
during
have
the
brain
draft, when
farts
they're
every
like,
week.
"Hey,
Yeah.
we want to trade up," no.
Yeah,
I think
No, not
everybody
the
should
Raiders,
ignore their
Hasty.
calls.
The Ravens.
Yeah, the Ravens.
The Ravens.
The Ravens for just. I mean, dude, that was just dirty. Like, this does not happen with big trades. It was just.
Yeah.
It was gross. Yeah. It was so gross.
That's
And
another word Bob likes is gross.
it's
He's
'cause it
disgusted by
was,
something.
like-
He's like, it's so gross. Just gross.
Like, just
The
like,
way he says it. Gross.
it just rubs me. Like, I talk all kinds of smack. I make jokes about hating teams, about hating players, but I honestly, really, I did hate what's his name, the dude that used to step on people's nuts. I hated him.
Yeah.
Sue?
Yeah,
yeah.
Ndamukong Suh. Hated
Ndamukong
him.
Suh, yeah.
Actually wanted him to get hurt, but I
Yes,
really don't
did.
hate anybody. It's all in cheeky fan fun that I'm doing it, and it's just fun, But like true hate, I just don't have a whole lot of true hate in my body. Like, even people that wrong me, I really don't have a lot of hate for them. It's just I want the world to be a better place, and hate is not the way to make that happen. So. But it is funny if, you're taking it as a grain of salt. And I don't really hate the Raiders, but I really hate the Raiders. I don't really hate the Raiders. That's just the truth. But
I do.
I'll like act like I hate them. Like, but would you actually like wish something bad to happen to them? Because that's what hate truly is. Like you wouldn't
It's
wish
getting too
anything to
deep.
happen to those bad to happen to those people. So I think you're the same way. I think there's a lot of fans who really have hate and would want like Patrick Mahomes to actually like have a horrible injury that made him never be able to play again.
I would never wish that on any player, obviously.
Yeah.
Especially not
But
Max
it's not
Crosby. I
obvious
got
because
mad
there's a
respect
lot
for
of-
Crosby.
There's a lot of horrible people. It's not obvious. There's a lot of horrible people, but yeah, it's just I really hope you're right. They get blackballed. I'm afraid people will forget, but let's just keep the media talking about it. Just keep like every time anything comes up with the Ravens having a possible trade, I hope everybody comes out and says, "Well, but you remember what they did to the Raiders."
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm not
I don't
trading with
know.
those guys. No way. Click.
Yeah, and I think players might be. I think agents, the money talks. Players might be a little bit more like, ooh, I don't know. Trey Hendrickson claims that they sold him on signing, saying that he was going to play with Max Crosby. But guys, you didn't have the cap space to do that, so you're bullshit. Bullshit. Yeah. So I believe Trey's probably telling the truth, but they were probably lying to him too. So
we're losing people.
where did Buck go?
Well, he said he only had 5 minutes. That was 10 minutes ago. So
Yeah, his daughter needs him. We're actually over time. Was there anything you saw in chat you needed to hit?
no, just want to say thanks. I mean, chat was very active tonight. So thanks for all the comments and everything. Witchy, you had a lot to put in there. You and I were coming up with the names at the same time whenever Bob was like, who was that? So nice
And
little
that's-
chemistry going on there. It was good to
That's
see everybody. It was
freaking
good to be back.
teamwork. Oh, I love it because editing the shows, I always come up and I'm like, I ask people's names or what's this word for this so many times, and you guys are like spot on. So it's freaking teamwork, baby. All right, well, I'm gonna stay on and talk about a ton more. So Tom, you're welcome to leave, but I'm This is Arrow Headlines, where we aren't fancy analysts, but we have just as many bad takes.